Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Something is happening in this country, and as usual, it is a red alert that we will speak about or we have spoken about, and we will ignore and just forget it. And experts, political analysts, and even medics are saying that it is a sign of bad times in the future. We have a president who has consistently displayed a kind of attitude that is very dangerous for this country. We have a president who just recently told off his critics when he was questioned about his intention to build or facelift a church in State House. And he said, I have got no apologies to make. While the question that he was confronted with was a very valid question. When you build a church in State House, whose money are you using? He said, it is my money. And he decided to disregard every concern. We do have a president who once came up with an exercise to vaccinate our cows and those domestic animals that we keep at home. And Kenyans were wondering whether there was any connection with his friendship with Bill Gates. And they expressed some concerns. And William Ruto said, if you are resisting this idea of vaccinating your cows, you're either mad or stupid. Those were his words. We have a president who told us that as a scientist, he understands that GMO is good. And so anybody who thinks twice doesn't know what he's saying. We do have a president who once told off the courts that he will not go or he will not obey the orders from that arm of the government. And he even told us that he was given a sword, and that sword would be used against his critics. And he said, mambo ni matatu. And experts are saying that most dictators begin this way. And then you will hear his closest allies begin to talk about, we must win this election by hook or crook. If the numbers will not be sufficient enough, we will top up. That is not enough. Recently, the president said something that has become a matter of concern in the country. The president is saying, what if he is an agent of destiny for the transformation of this country, whose time has been procrastinated for just too long? What if he is an agent of destiny? Please listen to President Ruto.
The critics may say I am wrong. The cynics may say I am lying. And the naysayers may even say I am mad. But what if they are wrong? And they are. Pause for a moment. What if I am an agent of destiny for the transformation of our nation, whose promise has been delayed for far too long? Pause. Reflect. Think. Give me a chance. And judge me fairly when the time comes.
That statement sounds very simple, but experts are now saying that William Ruto does not just speak. And in his mind, he believes everything he's saying. And it doesn't matter what you believe. According to William Ruto, he is the agent of destiny for the transformation of this country. And he believes that since independence, Jomo Kenyatta, Mwai Kibaki, and Uhuru Kenyatta did nothing. They never made the best decision for this country. And he believes he is the best president. And I'm saying he believes, not any other person. He himself believes he's the agent of destiny. Now, this is very problematic because it has got some connotation that are very dangerous to the country. Listen to what this Kenyan is saying, the argument against what William Ruto believes in.
Who do you think is addressing here when he's asking for a chance to be judged fairly when the time comes?
I think the president, for me, I watched that clip and there are some words he said. Who knows? I could be the agent of destiny for the transformation of this nation. That shocked me. And I was thinking from history, I juggled my mind all the way. Fred, the most unfortunate thing you can ever do, even in this place of work, is to have an idea you are a superhuman being, that you are better than all these other people, that they don't understand that you are good. You know, they don't understand that you are the best. You are sent. You are sent to come and liberate them. Now that is very self-deceiving. And I think that's the problem we have here. There's a man here who thinks, you guys, you don't understand that I am the man. I'm the one. And this thing is so bad because it can deceive you to think that you are so good and any other person, doesn't understand. And that points to his style of leadership. However good CS you are, however you think you have the best plans, if you don't take them through for them to be checked and finally to have a word, they will never be implemented. So there's this idea, and I've been looking and I said, this is very dangerous. Because the moment you begin telling people that I am the agent, the transformation of this country rests on my hands. Greatness it's not you to say that you are great or you are a very good leader. It's other people who come and say, wow, this man, we like the way he is leading the country, and they bestow leadership on you, and they come and say, they bestow accolades on you. So that shocked me. When you begin talking that you could be the agent of destiny for the transformation, but the people you are leading don't think that way. Please, let us stop self-deception. It is very dangerous because you can do many other things, thinking that you are the one who was called to come and deliver people. The other day in church, he said, he alluded to the fact that like he was sent by God to come and save us from our troubles. That talk is dangerous because then you want to point to yourself like somebody super, and other people are your subjects. The way you can tell them anything and they don't understand, like small children. You guys are not understanding I'm the Messiah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Kenyans talk about things and they forget about them. Later, they come back to be haunted by the red alerts that they ignored. I want us to go straight to my point. Ladies and gentlemen, there are three things that I want to talk about. I was reading something here. Like I always say, I'm not a medic, but I was reading something here. There is a condition called megalomania. And the very simple definition that is given here, that megalomania is obsession with the exercise of power. And they say a megalomaniac is a pathological egotist. That is someone with a psychological disorder with symptoms like delusions or grandeur and an obsession with power. Basically, megalomania is a condition that makes someone feel that is more important than any other person in place. The problem with what President William Ruto is displaying is this. When a president believes that he is the best, not just the best, but the agent of destiny, then this president will kill anyone who wants to question him, because he has already labeled any critic as either mad or stupid or both. Now, with that self-belief that he was sent by destiny, you cannot question him, and if you do or when you do, he feels he's got every right to kill. That is the reason why you can never criticize William Ruto. He believes in the Nyayo era where mtukufu rais, praise and worship. And I believe the president is very happy when he listens to people like Upondo Kaluma, the Homa Bay Central Member of Parliament. So it is very easy for the president to unleash the police, to unleash police brutality, the DCI, to ensure that you don't question him, because when you do, he believes you are going against God, you are going against destiny that sent him to emancipate this country, a decision that he says has been delayed for quite too long. If you don't take any action, please understand that the reason why President William Ruto is mad on us is because he believes he is the best, he's got the monopoly of knowledge, and he is unmatched. Number two, there is a serious problem that as we approach 2027, in the event that William Ruto is defeated, William will refuse to relinquish power, and he might attempt not to hand over the sword. Why? Because he believes that any other president that is coming before he begins his second term is depriving him the opportunity of emancipating this country, because he's an agent of destiny. And so by 2027, don't be surprised if William Ruto decides that he's not leaving power, he's not leaving office, because in his mind, he believes he's the best, and he believes he has been sent. He believes there are decisions that Kenyatta or Moi, Kibaki or Uhuru should have taken, but they delayed, so he's the one who is making these hard decisions. And we risk seeing our country being plunged into some war when William Ruto refuses to leave office because he's the best, yet Kenyans do not see that. So he will say, this is a divine mission, and so he believes he should not hand over power because he wants to transform the country. Number three, which is the last one, we can see a president changing the constitution so that he can go forever. Why? He's the best. He has been sent by destiny. He is above everyone in terms of the decisions that he makes. And so experts are warning that we need to be very careful. For now, it might not sound like so. We have trivialized it. But we have a president that in his mind, there is that disorder that is the best. He was sent, and therefore no one should question him. Because if you are questioning Ruto, you are either stupid or mad or both. So what stops him from trying to force his way to change the constitution? If he has managed to pocket the bigger part of the opposition, what makes you think he cannot do that? And this is the reason why I'm saying that we should not ignore these red alerts. Because sooner, people will say, oh, we saw it coming, but we did nothing. I don't know what you think. I don't know whether I'm reading, too much. But when you see a president who begins by praising himself every now and then, he praises himself, he talks about himself. When you are good, let people see that you are good, not you telling us how good you are. Chema chajiuza, kibaya chajitembeza. Let us be very careful, because when you have someone who believes and obsessed that he's the best, that is the worst thing that you can ever do. Soon, the constitution will be changed, or there will be that attempt. Soon, you see a president who says, Mimi siachi. And that is how we begin sending our nation to the hell. The time to act is now.